Studs and chats, we ended up getting brand new Saints Row gameplay and we got some early review. I wanna check it out. If you're new, make sure to drop a thumbs up. I'm actually looking forward to this game. This is new gameplay, so we're gonna see how much improvements there are and what's trash about the game. Let's get into it.
Encouraged by what I've seen. Volition's reboot of the series looks a lot of fun, filled with the wackiness, carnage, and humor you expect. It feels comfortably familiar, but with enough new ways to play to make it not just seem like a retread of what's come before, and promises to be a welcome throwback to an era when playful, urban, open-world games were a much more common
It feels a little bit like Watch Dogs. I'm getting that Watch Dogs kind of vibe. I played the first Watch Dogs, that was like years ago, dude.
Uninteresting people, and I'm not gonna be one of them.
The first thing that caught my attention was the huge emphasis placed on customization. Everything from
Yo, my guy, I'm getting a huge Ubisoft kind of vibe. Ubisoft vibe, bro.
A huge range of vehicles, arsenal of weaponry, and your base can be tailored to your own designs. Car customization in particular looks substantial, with everything from paint jobs to neon underglows available. The character creator is also extensive, giving players the option to create.
Okay, you can actually make your character look like a stud donut as well.
Anything human-shaped their mind can imagine.
She looking like a snack.
You can also completely overhaul the look of your character at any time. Simply
Looking like a snack.
phone app to perform the most advanced cosmetic surgery known to man. In a weird way, it reminded me of The Sims as you build a library of characters, each with their own backstory you've made up in your head to take control of. However, the setting is less SimCity and more Sin City. The world of Saints Row is a fictional depiction of the American Southwest and looks colourful.
It has a little bit of that cyberpunk kind of vibe as well, though.
And bustling with life. The main city of Santo Ileso, a well-observed riff on Reno, Nevada, is a perfect example of this, as little
I kind of like it though, it has that very chill vibe.
A band might start playing out of nowhere, or you may even decide to provide the music yourself by pulling out a guitar to entertain or annoy the locals. It's this mix of semi-realistic setting and knowing silliness that made the Saints Row games what they were. Distinct sandboxes where anarchic behaviour is not only encouraged,
not bad.
Tonally, Saints Row fits somewhere in between the second and third of the original series. Not quite as dark as 2, but not as off-the-wall bonkers as the third. From the brief conversations I heard in cutscenes and the way the members of your gang spoke to one another...
Dude, listen man, that chick is looking like a snack, okay? When I first saw it in the trailer, I was like, God damn, okay? God damn,
Watch Dogs 2 vibes. Something I'm sure will split people, but as a big fan of Ubisoft's...
Yo, did he say wash off? Dude, that's what I was saying earlier, that it gives me Ubisoft Watch Dogs kind of vibe.
Francisco-based sequel. I found this encouraging.
Oh, he finds this encouraging. Okay. Cappity cap or facts? You be the judge, man. You be the judge. But listen, man, it does look alright though. It does look alright.
Large swaths of desert punctured with pop.
Yeah, this shot reminds me of when the GTA 5 trailer actually came out, you know, like in the desert area where you're escaping from the cops. That was like years ago, so if you don't remember, I don't blame you.
Civilization filled them.
I don't blame you.
And it all looks pretty good too, as dust and sand is kicked up into every cactus you fly by. These large open areas look set to be where Saints Row's vehicles shine, with fully revamped driving mechanics which borrow from familiar favorites. Games from the mid-2000s were never shy of taking successful
Dude, Fast and Furious 2,
and dropping them into theirs, and that legacy continues here. Sideswiping into other cars conjures flashbacks of Burnout on PS2, while ejecting from a speeding car, deploying a wingsuit and hijacking another is a staple of Just Cause. I've even seen hints of a Back to the Future style hoverboard. One thing Saints Row has always benefited from is...
I know that there will be some of you that will be like, yo, I don't like that stuff, but there will be a lot of people that would like that stuff. I kind of feel like that this game's vibe is gonna be pretty chill. Now listen, I'm not a huge Saints Row fan, and I feel like this is why I'm like, okay, I don't find this bad. But I've read a lot of comments, a lot of people that are hardcore fans and actually played the older Saints Row game. I played
range of unique weapons.
I feel like I played Saints Row 2 for a little bit back in the days, but I've never been like a huge fan of it. So I feel like if you never really played and you look at this and you're like, okay, well maybe it's gonna be good, right? That's the place where I'm at. But if you played this game, if you played the series before, it might be a little bit harder to get into. Thoughts?
Weapons,
Let me know
and
how you feel.
No different
For
here.
me, I'm kind of chill about it.
Bullets through walls as if they're paper, finger guns that fire bullets from giant foam hands, and my favourite, the Thrustbuster, a throwable football that sticks onto enemies and vehicles, sending them flying into the air before exploding into tiny pieces. Every weapon, even the more conventional ones, have their own unlockable signature abilities too, such as turning a simple pistol into a quick-fire machine pistol with the click of a button. As you'd expect, the action and violence is all very cartoony. It looks fluid too, and finishing off an enemy with their own weapon before diving feet first into a nearby car for a quick escape.
Wow, very realistic animation, buckos!
Car surfing looks very slick. Enemies do look a bit bullet spongy with some...
The driving, I'm not sure, man. The driving is make or break, and there are some shots where I really like the driving, but there are some shots I'm like, it doesn't feel like driving. It feels very different. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say. Maybe the camera is way too far and you can actually zoom in so the car looks a little bit more thicker and a lot more fatter, because the car, it feels like, you know, the cars that kids would use, right? Like just toy cars, right? That's how it feels like to me.
Taking several shots in the head to take down, and it's often completely ridiculous, but that's always been part of Saints Row's charm.
Oh, goddamn.
Where the fuck is Kevin?
Yo, man, listen, hey, man, listen, the facial expressions, we're in 2022, okay? We're in 2022. I mean, damn, bro. I mean, damn. Graphics are not everything, but I mean, damn,
It's to be
right?
a
Like,
ton
damn,
to
bro.
unlock, such as special moves like the Pineapple Express, in which you shove a grenade into an enemy's mouth and launch them at one of their friends, as well as skills and perks that let you tailor your style further. There's real variety in the enemies too, with each rival gang having their own fighting styles, units, and mini-bosses. From what I've seen, activities are pretty standard open world fare. Randomly generated discoveries, like blowing the doors off of an armoured van to get the cash inside, provide moments of distraction, plus there are more scripted side missions. Main missions are as you'd expect from an open...
You see here, it's a little weird. The driving is a little weird, but there are places where the driving looks pretty good.
This kind. A lot of car chases, firefights, and the occasional big explosive moment. For example,
see what I mean?
Borrowing a heavily weaponized helicopter to destroy a rival gang's facility before landing on the roof and infiltrating, further increasing your grip on the city. Then there's the modes which abandon story.
I really hope we can fly planes in this game as well, bro. That would be lit.
Fun. One of these is Mayhem, a mode where you cause as much damage as possible within a set.
Oh damn, monies.
It's Saints Row in its purest form, and makes no apologies about it. Taking down other gangs looks like it'll take up most of your time in Saints Row though, as you gradually complete missions to increase your influence over the map by fulfilling the 14 separate business ventures available on your war table, each with their own series of objectives. New gameplay mechanics and modes such as Saints Row Classic Insurance Fraud and customization options unlock as you progress through these objectives too. There are also collectibles to find around the world too.
Honestly, bro, there are a lot of really good things about this game that I do like a lot of things, but it's just, I'm not sold yet, and obviously there's a lot more time. I feel like that I'm still gonna buy and stream for you guys out there, and some of you will be like, yo, thank you, Skizzle, you're gonna save me a lot of monies. Yeah, man, I got you, but apparently there was some other gameplay that came out not long ago. If you missed it, click on this video on the screen, and I will see you right there.